elements of games that make games so addictive and hard to resist. There are classic examples of this. There's this example of kids who hate brushing their teeth. I've experienced this now. They'd rather go to sleep if they're tired, and if they're not, they'd rather play than brush their teeth. So Philips Sonicare introduced this program that was paired with some of their kids' toothbrushes, where there's a little character called a Sparkly who dances around as you're brushing your teeth as a child. And kids love watching Sparkly dance, and so they brush their teeth. It actually encouraged them to brush their teeth. This was so effective that they just wouldn't stop. They had to actually build in a 2-minute time limit where the Sparkly goes to sleep, tucks himself into bed and says, I think it's time for us to stop and move on. That's just how effective gamification can be in encouraging the right behaviors to the point where they become obsessive. So it's a powerful tool that needs to be wielded pretty carefully.
Let me ask you finally, you mentioned some solutions. You talked earlier about having workplaces disable email accounts at night. That could help. You also mentioned games can be built with chapters that give natural stopping points as opposed to binging. You mentioned social media platforms can demetricate, remove the numerical feedback, and then introducing screens more slowly. Do you think it will work? I mean, these addictions are so powerful. Do you think we have the will to change our attitude?
Yeah, I do. I don't think it's about willpower, because willpower will fail. It'll fail every time because we're human. You can try, and for a while you might succeed if you have some willpower, but the trick is to change the way our environments are engineered in the first place. To change either the way the games are produced by these large corporations or the platforms are produced, or to change the way we engage with them. And the thing that we have control as consumers over right now is how we engage. We need to carve out time that's sacred every day where we don't have screens and tech around us. That way you're not trying to resist temptation 24 hours a day. You're actually creating a period of time where there is no temptation in the first place. And we need to encourage that. We need to do more of that, to remove the push notifications and remove the dings and bells and buzzers that keep us engaged, so that we have more time to say, this is what I'm going to do right now and why I want to do it, rather than being told by devices and screens, now's the time to pay attention. And I think with those tweaks, we do have the ability to coexist with these forms of tech in a way that is actually much healthier than the way we're mostly engaging with them now.
It's Adam Alter, Professor of Psychology and Marketing at the Stern School of Business at New York University. His book is Irresistible, The Rise of Addictive Technology in Business and Keeping Us Hooked. Joined us from the studio in New York City. Adam Alter, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thanks so much for having me on the show, Joe.
Radio West is a production of KUER News, with technical direction today from Adrian Landrill. The program produced